Okay. Oh
Yeah.
man. All right. So speaking of pop stars, that is
Oh
actually
Lord.
the topic of our next segment. It's time for one must go. So okay. One must go. Now the category here is actually pop hit makers. Okay. So when I
Okay.
say this and we ask and try to discuss which person is going to go, I don't want to hear about vocal talent because there are disparities there. There are differences.
Okay.
I'm just thinking about the hits, like their catalog. That's the word I was looking for. I'm
Catalog.
talking about their catalog. Like which
Okay.
catalog are we deleting, getting rid of? Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So again, no vocal talent because there are differences. Okay.
Catalog we're getting rid of.
Catalog we're getting rid of.
Okay.
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 So the four pop hit makers are actually female pop hit makers.
Okay.
Number one, Mariah Carey.
Okay.
Number two, Ariana Grande.
Okay.
Number three, Rihanna's on this list.
Okay.
Number four, Katy Perry. Feel free to write them if you need. Mariah,
Okay.
Ariana, Rihanna, Katy Perry.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I have two that have to stay, and I have two that I'm trying to decide between who needs to go.
Who's staying for you?
I don't want to. I don't want to say it.
I mean, I think Rihanna has to stay. That's
Absolutely.
me.
Absolutely.
Because again, her Super Bowl performances, I was sitting there like, yo, like I forgot about this one. I forgot about this one. Or not that
Hits
I
on
forgot that it was
hits.
her, but like hits on
That she
hits on
has
hits.
so many. Yeah, for
Like
sure.
Run This Town and Umbrella and Where Have You Been and freaking Work took over the world for like
Sheesh.
ever.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rihanna definitely has to stay. You are safe. Congratulations. It's like
Yeah, no.
America's Next Top Model is like I'm holding one headshot in my hands. Rihanna, you're safe.
I'm traumatized by that, and
Absolutely.
I wasn't even on the show.
Yeah, terrifying. Was
Terrified.
anybody else scared? I was really scared after she yelled at that girl. Anyway, um,
Okay, yeah, so Rihanna stays for me.
so we have left Mariah, Ariana, Katy Perry. Now, Katy Perry for me is not saying this intentionally, is a dark horse because her like her Rolodex, her catalog during her Super Bowl performance was also like, dang. And like I feel like having the Super Bowl performance notch in your belt at what I would consider was still pretty early in her career, considering the other folks who
Yeah.
have performed.
Yeah.
Um, it's a big deal.
Mhm.
California Girls, Teenage Dream,
Mhm.
um, oh my god. I Kissed a
Firework.
Girl was like her first one, Firework. Like her songs aren't just like, oh, I remember that was a big song. Her songs are kind of like immortalized in a
Yeah.
way. Um, Dark Horse was one, Last Friday. And there's like she just has so many like bops and bangers that like, oh, this brings back warm fuzzies, and the other songs that were like heavily commercialized, like
Yeah.
Roar and Firework. And
Roar.
so like when
I
I
forgot
was
about that
first
one.
making this list, I was kind of like, oh, this is too easy. But then I really started to like let Katy Perry cook, and I was like, whoa, like
Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest, the first two that said I said have to stay are Rihanna and Katy Perry.
really?
Yep, because
Okay.
of their catalog.
Yeah.
Katy Perry has so many
Hits.
and yeah, they were hits. They were everywhere, they were popular, they were catchy. Like, whether it was your cup of tea or not, like,
You knew a Katy
she is a
Perry song.
pop icon. She kind of
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Shout out to the
Yeah.
Left Shark. I think so now we have Mariah and Ariana, which
Okay.
is polarizing because not only are they often compared to one another,
Yeah.
often because of the whole whistle tone, pop diva, kind of fabulous, untouchable vibe. Like their
Mhm.
branding is very similar. Not necessarily
Yes.
early Mariah branding, but like 2000s, 2010s Mariah branding for
Yeah, yeah.
me is very similar to current Ariana branding.
Yeah.
Um I think that Mariah, in a way, is untouchable. If we do a list of like, in general, like black artists,
Mhm.
like
She on there.
absolutely, absolutely on there and high on that list.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, I'm trying to also think about like current impact and the size of global impact of Ariana. But then it's like,
Right.
is that skewed by me being Gen Z and just who I've
Mm,
seen? Like, I didn't see Mariah at her prime. I didn't. I
right.
didn't.
I didn't really
Um,
either, and I'm millennial.
yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Mariah, of course, has decades under her belt, um,
Yeah.
and has the talent. Like early Mariah vocals were, huh. It's time for the run check in. I'm gonna put it in this video. There's this run that she does. She's in the studio, and the silence after the run is
Oh.
like, hmm. So like vocal power, I feel like Mariah has the power.
Mhm,
Ariana has like just the sauce. And I'm like, at what point does sauce leave the individual and just go to your writing team and you?
mhm,
Because I feel like she writes a lot of her stuff too.
mhm.
I'm like, I'm at a toss up.
I
I'm
know
at a
who
toss
is I
up.
know who makes it for me. I know who must go.
That Positions album was crazy, but also like it's Mariah Carey.
I think Ariana has to go.
That's where I'm skewing to. I feel like what's gonna keep me up at night and keeping Ariana and getting rid of Mariah keeps me up at
Right.
night.
That's a good way to think of it. Because to
That
me,
that keeps me up
without
at night.
without Mariah, there is no Ariana.
That very much so. Very much so. There she's the blueprint, and you gotta
Yeah,
keep the blueprint at the end of the day.
yeah.
Um,
Now that isn't
so
to say
yeah.
like I'm playing Ariana songs. Like I'm not
Yeah,
playing
I
Mariah
listen to
Carey
more
songs.
Ariana than Mariah,
Oh, hands
but
down.
I also
But
I got some respect.
real gotta recognize real. Right. Yeah. It's Mariah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Ari.
Sorry, Ari. We
You're talented
still
though. Like, oh my gosh.
no. You don't get invited to sing at Aretha Franklin's funeral for nothing. Let's make
Okay.
that very clear.
And I'm looking forward to seeing
Um,
you in Wicked.
heck yeah. Heck yeah. So okay. I feel good about that decision. I can sleep at night. So
Yeah.
Katy Perry, you stay, Rihanna, you stay,
Yeah.
Mariah, you stay, Ariana. Let's do another check-in in like 10 years. Let's see where no, I'm serious because like as careers develop, like we don't know where these people are gonna go.
I mean, Rihanna is
Um,
clearly not planning on dropping no albums.
Oh, never. Absolutely never. It's giving mogul, it's giving business, and I love it's giving mother, and it's
Okay.
great. I love that.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Thank you for playing with me. I feel like we were on the same page for that. That feels good.
Same.
That feels good.